Some beautiful shots tonight, and he sure ate some beautiful shots as well. Fantastic replay, and this is when Shorty Torres started to pull it out. He started to take the full measure of the man, landing clean shots from the outside, step into the clinch, clean shots from the clinch, and that was the most effective strike that Blaine O'Driscoll had. He landed that kick to the calf absolutely beautifully. Time and again, I do believe Shorty Torres knew it was coming. He thought it was worth it and would allow him to do things like this. That is a takedown to a face plant. Absolutely impressive that Blaine O'Driscoll was able to roll out of that, to spin out of it. But what a nasty takedown we saw from Shorty Torres then. O'Driscoll tries to take down the wrestler. It was not possible. Shorty got the underhook, put his opponent on his back, and continued to attack, landing nice, clean, straight, and hook shots like we see there. And there is another face plant takedown attempt from Shorty Torres. Whoa, slam down to the ground. He is hitting his opponent with the planet Earth, and there he stands, victorious. Shorty Torres. Over to the interview.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with a victorious Jose, Shorty Torres. Jose, surely that has to be one of the crowning performances of your mixed martial arts career.
Can we tell I'm flexing right now? I ate way too much of this catch weight. Man, he was an amazing opponent, especially for last minute. You know, he wasn't in camp. You can tell even just body-wise, and that's not, fat shaming him because look at me. But, man, he's a staple of the Irishman, just walking forward, pushing the pace. And there were a couple of times when I took him down, I'm like, he's going to quit. I feel his body quitting, and he just never stopped. And then he started calf kicking me. I was like, I know I'm landing just as many calf kicks. Why are you not hurting? So he is a very tough person. Him and I talked after this. Hopefully we get to train again. And whether or not, I hope I get to fight him at his best because, again, this was the last-minute camp. Even though he was training, he wasn't 100%. So, in a sense, that's a shame to me. I should have performed much better. And I'm sorry, Dean. I know I always start too damn slow, but I put myself through the challenge, and I'm just happy I got the W.
Now, Irish fighters do have a reputation for being incredibly tough. Were you surprised at just how technical Blaine O'Driscoll was, landing some good shots early on? Yeah,
I think, and he kind of reminds me of myself, where we kind of downgrade ourselves to the opponent, and then if we're fighting a greater opponent, we up our skills. We have to be a little more tech savvy. And watching his last 3 wins, I'm like, he's kind of sloppy. He rushes forward. And this one, he wasn't rushing forward at all. He was picking his shots. And I know John Cavanaugh, man, he's a scientist. He's like a mad scientist. He knows exactly what my weaknesses were. He was starting to calf kick. He was starting to throw combinations, using that jab, using his distance. So it's taking that into consideration for my next fight because it's possibly between Dustin and Ali. And, man, that's easily the toughest fight of my career. This one was tough. But, no shame to, Blaine O'Driscoll. But Ali and Dustin have a resume, and I'm excited. I watched them when I was a teenager starting martial arts career at Combat Do, so I'm just excited for the next one, and it makes me shiver, it makes me nervous.
Now, a real hallmark of your fights seem to be this ability to incrementally increase the tempo, to incrementally increase the pressure. Tonight was a great illustration of that. Did you feel that in the fight?
Sadly, I felt great. This was easily the best camp when it came to warming up in the back, having fun with Cage MMA, splitting my time between Combat Do, the firm, and KHK. And being here, I felt great hitting the pads. Like, I was filming backstage. I felt awesome. And then coming in for some reason, I'm just like, all right, let's see what he throws. It's like, no, that's not what you're supposed to do. Just walk forward, attack, attack, attack. Doesn't matter what his skill level is. Doesn't matter what he offers. Just attack. And I have a very serious problem of, let me see what you have to offer. And he caught me a couple times in the beginning. I'm like, okay, maybe I should pick up the pace. And I usually grow up the pyramid. And like with Sean Tantella, we saw for the last fight, I just get stronger as the fight goes on. So as the rounds go, if I make it past the first, it's going to be trouble for you. And if you can't keep me off you like Blaine wasn't able to, then, that's going to be the situation.
Have you allowed yourself to think about the other potential matchup now in the flyweight tournament? Are you going to be sticking around to keep an eye on these guys in person?
Yeah, I'll be here next week. I'll be commentating with you guys. I just want to have a fun time. And me as a fan watching them in different promotions growing up, I idolize these guys. Hell, I trained with an opponent to get ready or a teammate to get ready for Zach Mikowski. So I've known Zach for at least mentally for 10 years. I've known of him. So I idolize these guys, Zach, Ali, Dustin, and next is Dustin Ali. I don't know who's going to win. I do give my slight edge to Dustin because he's more of a strategic chess match type of fighter, but Ali's dangerous overall, and whoever I fight is going to be a spectacle just like today.
Now, Shorty, like me, I know how much of a foodie you are. What's the first thing you're going to eat now?
Oh, man. Donuts, ice cream, whatever's open. It's a little late right now in Bahrain, COVID restrictions, but I do want to say this, and I say this realistically. If I perform the way I did today against Dustin or Ali, I'm going to get dominated. So I need to up my game, and I need to start 100%. I can't now in the third round start moving my head and avoiding calf kicks. No, I need to put the pressure on and be an MMA fighter and stop being a brawler and being this cocky, egotistical shorty from Chi-Town. I need to be able to push the pace. And with that being said, man, leading up to this fight, there were so many things. Last-minute fight change. I thought it was April 1st and March 25th. My coach, Dean Thomas, couldn't be here. Master Bob couldn't be here because of ankle surgery. And good luck to Jillian and Tyron Woodley and David Evans. All four of us are in the same team, and we literally fight back to back to back. I fought today, David tomorrow, Jillian and Woodley the next day. So, man, I got to thank those guys, everyone from the firm. Combat Dome, Master Bob, thank you so much for everything. And I'm here because of you. And, Sheikh Khalid and Cage MMA, man. They really helped me out this last camp. Eldaroff really being in my corner and telling me what to do and knowing not to overindulge and say this. Just going, hey, man, just keep moving. Now you need to move this way. Now push the pace. And it was amazing to have my brother here and my family back at home. I'm excited to spend the month home, hopefully to relax, and then maybe back in July for, another fight against either Ali or Dustin. But, man, that's for Brave 50, that's easily the most exciting fight for me. That day, today, I got to give a shout out to Mokaev. That man did an amazing job, and him being my training partner for this one, thank you so much, man. World champions train together, and iron sharpens iron.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. A newly minted semi-finalist in the Brave Combat Federation of Flyweight Tournament. Ladies and gentlemen, the irrepressible Jose Shorty Torres.
Last thing, Sean Santella, I know we won't be able to fight until after the tournament, depending on how everything goes, but I owe you a fight, and we got a bone to pick to see who's the best shorty in the world. Let's get it.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Shorty Torres.